Mark was born in a little 8-bed country hospital in Sheffield. Dr. Sender, who was the doctor, I took Eloise in at one night about 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or something. And the doctor said to me, "Okay, you go on home and I'll call you when the baby's born." In those days, you couldn't stay in the hospital and you weren't even allowed to be around. And so she had contractions during the day, the next day. And the following night, Mark was born. And the doctor called, I think about 3 o'clock in the morning, and told me that Mark had been born. And you tell the story of your.
Well, he told you that you could come, but not until morning, till the nurses and everything, but he were up. You couldn't come right over at 3 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
I couldn't.
Well, okay. Shall I tell him about the
Yeah,
brandy?
yeah,
Well, when I was in labor a long time, maybe not real hard labor, but anyway, after I had the baby, old Dr. Sender, I remember hearing him say, "She looks pretty white. Get her some brandy." And so he brought, I drank whatever they gave me. I didn't even hardly think about it. But later on, as I thought about that, I thought when I had Beth, I didn't feel as good as I did after I had Mark. I felt really happy and sort of on cloud nine, and I thought that was what happened after you had a baby, that you just felt so happy. But maybe it was the brandy. So, and I stayed in the hospital for what, 10 days?
yeah.
And the nurses were wonderful to me. They'd bring me cups of tea and they'd bring me really nice food, and I frankly enjoyed it very much. And they would bring Mark to me to nurse him, and then they would take it. They would weigh him before they brought him to me, and then they would weigh him after he'd eaten, and they'd tell me how much he got, and sometimes they'd say he didn't get very much, and then I'd feel terrible. But anyway, we got through all that.
Then